Hi everyone, we're going to do a routine for the upper back, the thoracic spine. So that area between the shoulder blades that gets really tense, particularly if we're sat at a desk for long periods of time or we're looking at a phone or breastfeeding as well. So it's going to feel great. It's going to release all that tension between the shoulder blades. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to begin on all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees directly under hips, hip distance apart. Again, spreading the fingers, distribute the weight between the hands. As we take an inhale, we're going to round the back, we're going to arch the back, but we're going to draw the hips down towards the feet. And then exhale, reversing the movement, lifting the head, dropping the sitting bones, just making sure that you're pulling the shoulders away from the ears as well, so they're not hunched up. Good. Inhale, round the back, really pushing through the hands. So you're getting as much stretch through the upper back as you can. Good. And then exhale. Good. And let's just try and bring some fluidity to this movement. Good, and then just holding here. We're going to extend the arms forward, keeping the hips over the knees, and just drop the head down. If your shoulders are tight, like mine, you're going to feel this, but also just getting that stretch into the upper back. Good. And then let's just come out of here. So back to all fours. We're going to move into thread the needle. So we're going to take the right arm up and then take it under the body, just rounding and releasing. So exhale as we rotate. Inhale, bringing it back. And each time I want you to see if you can just go that little bit further. And on the final one, we're going to drop the shoulder to the ground. Just placing that shoulder to the ground, bringing the hips back over the knees, and then just coming up onto the fingertips of the supporting hand. If you're finding this difficult, then just getting a pillow underneath the shoulder. If you're finding it's not quite reaching the ground, but with this supporting hand, I want you just to press into the fingertips and just move that hand around until you find that kind of spot that you feel needs releasing. You can just play around with this and just keep moving that hand, and you'll find that you're stretching into different parts of the back. Good. Okay, so let's come up and let's just go over to the other side. So lifting that left arm up, taking it under, rounding that back. Inhale back, exhale under. And each time, just seeing if you can go a little deeper into this movement. Maybe get a little bit more rotation into this spine. This is all about just mobilizing this area in the upper back and just dropping that shoulder down. Mobilizing that area that's actually really difficult to get to and tends to stay in quite a static position. Okay, good. So again, just moving that hand around and just finding what works for you, what feels good. Good. And then let's just release. We're going to come into child's pose, but I want you to take the knees wide out to the edge of the mat. And we're extending the arms forward, but I want you to take the left arm under, sliding it up the back. So again, we're getting a rotation here to the upper back. We're just going to hang out here for a moment. Just enjoy this stretch. Good. And then we'll take it over to the other side. So arms extended forward and the right arm is just sliding under the body. The other arm just extends away. We're just allowing the body to relax. We're just sinking further into this stretch. Just letting the body release to any tension you might be feeling around the shoulders. Just letting it go. Good. Okay. So we're going to come to a seated position. Actually, we're going to keep the feet in this position. So we're sitting at an angle here. And we're just going to stretch into the side of the body. So just sliding this arm away. Take the arm over. And just feel that length along the side of the body. Good. And come up the other way. Taking the arm over, the opposite direction. And now I just want you to rotate that arm and the upper back here. So you're kind of facing more forward towards the feet. And what you should feel is a really nice stretch along the back of the shoulders. You'll also feel this along the side body as well. But it's this kind of area between the shoulder blades that we're trying to get to. Good. And then release, and we'll just swap over to the other side. Just bringing the feet around. Just sliding the hand along, taking the arm over. And feeling that stretch through the side body. Good. Let's take it up and over. So just beginning with stretching into the side here. And then just rotating around to look forwards or look down towards the mat. It's just a beautiful stretch for the upper back. If you get any tension in this area, it's a great one to do. Good. Okay, and release. We're going to lie down on the mat. To lie, we're going to lie on our side. And we're just going to rest our hands under our head and just placing the other arm on top. And then from here, we're just going to open this top arm, keeping the knees together and the knees on the floor. We're just opening and closing the top arm. Good. And this time I want you to take it all the way over, bringing the knees with you. So coming to lie on the opposite side. And just find a comfortable position here. And just continue opening up this upper back area. And this time, as we open the arm, I want you to take both arms out. So we're getting a deeper twist here to the spine. We'll just take a moment here, taking a couple of deep breaths, closing the eyes. And then let's just bring these legs over and take them over to the other side. And we're just going to turn the head to face the opposite direction. And again, just closing the eyes. Just letting go of any thoughts that pop into the mind. Just focusing on the breath. Good. Taking the arm over. And then taking your time, we're just going to come back up to a seated position. I'm going to face sideways here so you get a better view. We're just going to flex and extend the spine. So just getting a little bit more mobility into the spine. So just really lifting that chest up, dropping the shoulders. Exhale, rounding the back, tilting the pelvis backwards. Inhale, opening up the chest. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And then coming back to a neutral spine position. Just going to turn and face forward on the mat. We're just going to finish with one more spine rotation. So just crossing the legs on the mat if that's comfortable. If it's not comfortable, you can just extend the legs forward. And we're going to take the right hand, place it just at the base of the spine, taking the opposite hand, placing it on the arm, and just using that little bit of pressure to add a bit of a deeper rotation. You want to keep extending the spine. So this is a rotation, but an extension as well. So lifting from the crown of the head, lifting up out the sitting bones. Good. Let's take it to the other side. So hand again, just placing the hand at the base of the spine and using the opposite hand just to lever yourself around a bit further. Again, rotating and extending. Good. And then coming back to centre, I want you just to breathe in, and on the exhale just drop the chin to the chest. And we're going to just begin by taking the head over to the side, gently rotating it back, over to the opposite side and forward. To really getting a nice stretch into all the neck muscles, extensors. Let's take it in the opposite direction. Just letting go of any tension that might be remaining. Good. And well done. I hope you feel better.